Well, much later than I'd hoped to be. I thought I was going to come on a good couple of hours earlier, but we're here now. How are you lot feeling? Wait, do the little admin. Where you at? There we go. Drop a few more buttons. I feel like there's too many undone here. There you lot are. Wagwan. Hey Q. Hey Courtney. Hey Keegan. Hey Luna. Hi, I am the lesson. Saturn. Hi Saturn. Wagwan. Hi Valentina. Zuri. Keegan. Yay. I mean, at least there's that kind of consistency. So I swear it's that kind of year for real. Like same time yesterday, innit? I think I've been doing this long enough to learn that I don't get to choose when I come on. I just be nah, and I'm like okay. Hey guys, hit the like button when you look come in. I'll just cleanse up these cards real quick. We're jamming with Alistair tonight. I mean, why not? I keep getting the Tree of Life. Tree of Life keeps coming up everywhere. So I've got Alistair, I've got the Making Magic Oracle, which I think their back card that they use at the back is the Tree of Life. Here it is. Tree of Life just keeps coming up all over the place. So I'm grabbing what I've got in relation to that. See what comes up for us in this portal. Hey Tarot Tat. Is it still not enough? Because every time I bend down I feel like you lot can see my boxer shorts. Yes, boxer shorts and dress. Why? Because I want to. Like what's Tabitha Brown says, it's my business. It's my business. Really and truly, female. Are we gonna go there? Let's go there. Female knickers, yeah, they're the most uncomfortable things. No matter how, which shape, form, whoever makes them, they're just not for me. We're 10 years strong now. They're just not for me. So if I really do have to cover up down there, it'll be a boxer. Okay. It's a little bit more comfortable, you know. It grabs everything, puts everything where it's supposed to be, you know. Anyway, I feel like I overshared, but you know. I mean, because I tried to smoke before I came on, because old habits die hard, yeah. So I tried to smoke, not tobacco. Haven't got any tobacco, so I used rose petals, sage, peppermint, and mugwort. And I put a little bit of the what do I have? I think I've got, what's this thing? Resin. What's this resin called? Hash. So I used a little bit of the hashish when we did Av, and they choked me. Literally choked me to death. And just was just like, just stop your foolishness and guana. Oh, happy birthday, Sheila. Yay! It's on the portal. Oh my days, how wonderful. What else are we using? We're definitely using the wisdom of Avalon because we are on the precipice of the summer solstice in this hemisphere and the winter solstice in the other hemisphere. As you can see, you can hear that I just don't really know what the hemispheres are called, which they are. So y'all know what I'm saying, innit? You know what I'm saying. So yeah, we're getting ready for that solstice. It's very weird because I would be very sure by now whether or not I was going up to Glastonbury, but I don't seem sure. I don't know if I'm going or not. So I'm just like, hurry up and make up your minds. If you are going, then you can tell the G's and we can all go together if you're in this part of the world. Thank you for that. About the hey Kay, about the tobacco. Yeah, I leave tobacco as an offering. I have cigars here for Papa Legba. And I normally light them for him as well. So I have tobacco. Actually, I do have tobacco here. I didn't realise. But I feel like if I even tried to smoke Papa Legba's tobacco, it would be peak for my life. So I wouldn't even attempt that. But yeah, I feel like the mugwort and the thing, it'll take a little bit getting used to. It's kind of like, you know, when you... so bad. Like when I first started smoking, I was 11, yeah, when we started smoking silk cut. And it was really, really light. It was just a very light pull. And that's what this feels like. It feels like silk cut. I didn't really get through it though. And this is reminding me that I probably won't even return back to it. Just allow it. But I've been trying. There's never been a time here when it's time to stop smoking. But there's so much damn weed in the house. The last time I burnt it, like I set it all on fire. But no, we didn't go there this time. We'll use these as clarifiers. I've also got Hoodoo Tarot. I'm gonna cleanse them, but I don't know if we're gonna use them. We'll see. Actually, we are. I've just been told that we bloody are going to be using them. You are going to be using them. There, and the hoodoo. Is there a quicker way that I could have done this, maybe? Okay, so everybody's cleansed. Everybody is cleansed. We can move this out of the way now. Okay, we're going to start off very, very quickly. We're going to talk about Saturn retrograde. So Saturn, traditionally, got me notes. Traditionally is known for structure, discipline, authority, and karma. So it's Big Papa, really. You know, like how Cancer, the moon, we see like Big Mama, I guess, to some extent, mother energy. Then we see Saturn like father energy. But before I get into these influences from these planets, yeah, I've been thinking, because sometimes I do that, yeah, and I've been thinking, because I think it was last weekend, I was listening to Mother Moira. She wasn't on Black Magic 363, but she has spoken on there before, but she was on some other sister's platform, and she was basically, it was called A Loving Response for Kendrick Lamar's Heart Part 5 song. And she spoke for like 3 hours. And as she was speaking, she was talking about Daughter Earth. That this is actually Daughter Earth and not Mother Earth, and Mother is Mother Universe, in that kind of dynamic, if you want to look at things. So it made me think a little bit deeper about what's really happening here in the transformation of, because if the daughter is coming into her own, she actually said it like this. She said that Mother Earth, Daughter Earth was becoming a sacred planet. And I was like, what does that even mean? Because it's like, when you think about it, you think about all these, even if you don't think about the planets and you think just about how the moon has affected your being over your lifetime, this particular lifetime, let's just only speak about that now. Let's just keep this shit grounded. And think about the influence that the moon has had. Whether you believe in that it's a moon, it's a planet, or whatever it is, it has had some type of influence over us. regardless. You know, sometimes you'll always find that you're aligned with the moon, like you've been doing certain things or you've been moving a certain way, and then you read something about the moon and it's all in alignment. So there's some type of effect, there's some type of influence over us from the moon, and it seems the other planets, and we speak of them obviously much more when they're in retrograde. So I was thinking, if Earth is becoming a sacred planet, what influence will it have, and over whom and what? Does that make sense to you? So if say for instance Mercury, we know that Mercury has an effect on our communication, on travel, on, you know, contracts, these types of things. So what, and that affects us. No, they really fucked me up with the smoke, you know. Really, like, what are you doing? Anyway, so if that's the case with these other planets, what influence will Earth have, daughter Earth have, once it becomes a sacred planet, and who will that influence be over? Because if Mercury's influence, Mars's influence affects us, does it affect the inhabitants of that planet or not? Or does Saturn's influence affect Martians? And do you see what I'm trying to, do you see where I'm trying to go here? Like, I've been thinking, I'm gonna bring my blue lace agate into the mix, yeah. Hopefully it will help my throat to clear up. But we know what it was. I shouldn't have smoked. Simple things, very fucking simple things. But I'll bring that piece over just to help with the energy. So that being said, as we continue in this process, I mean, because we've got to continue to question, right? We've got to continue to ask questions, because some shit don't make sense, and you know, we out here trying to make it make sense. So and then it made me think about as above so below. So if I am the micro version of daughter Earth, and I am going through this transformation, this ascension, this expansion of self, and I am also a mirror of the earth, as we know, especially if we just look at the chakras alone, knowing that the chakras within us are within this same planet, plane, whatever you want to call it, space. So if she's going through a process whereby she is becoming sacred, and I am going through a process whereby I am becoming sacred, what does my influence have over who and what? Our influence, because you, me, you. So what does our influence, not gender specific, my G's, you already know, energy wise, if our daughter energy is expanding, who do we have influence over? And do we have influence over the people them that live in Saturn? Like, what go on for this? This is what I want to dig up into a little piece deeper, because I got the time. I got the time. So Saturn. So I'm gonna come from two perspectives, yeah? Because, hey guys, I'm glad you made it. Yasmin and the Sage. Sorry, pronunciations. Allow me in it. Allow me. Because first of all, I can't see properly. If you want to know what happened to my glasses, yesterday's video. Thank you for hitting the like button on arrival, Ms. Zing. I appreciate y'all. I really truly do. Thank you for all your likes. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Thank you for all of your love and your contributions and this interaction that we have together. I just be loving it. Thank you. I'm grateful. All right, boom. So Saturn is the strict master teacher, so to speak. So it's Big Daddy, man. It's Big Daddy. You know when Mum said, do you want me to call your dad? That's Saturn. That's should I call your dad? Or should you be like my niece, who will just be hanging up on her dad when she's being told off at 4 years old? A sight to see, my G's, a sight to see. Especially coming from the old school. I was looking at my mum, thinking my mum was going to try her a tump. You know what I mean? I was like, raw, she's allowed to do that. Wow. Like, wow. Different times we're living in, but the master teacher is warning us. Like, if the master teacher is here to teach us, because a lot of people have a lot of dogma towards Saturn, and I'm going to tell you why. Because remember we talked about a long time ago, I was going to come on with my sisters, we was going to talk about Sophia, we was going to talk about all of these things, but the subject matter was humongous. So it wasn't a matter of like doing a days or a week's research and coming back. This is some ongoing shit, but it's come up again in this here Saturn. So Saturn is one of the archons. So it says they created 7 archons to preside over Earth, which was created by, what's his name again? Hold on. Yaldabaoth. And Yaldabaoth is almost like the divine counterpart of Sophia. Yaldabaoth was created out of Sophia. Yaldabaoth overtook Sophia because it was mental and she was of the heart, and overtook her but didn't kill her, obviously, planted her in his creation, and boom, here we are. And so archons are the planets, so the sun, the moon, the Saturn, Jupiter, Mars. I didn't see Pluto there. Why didn't I see Pluto? But there's 2 others. Anyway, we're not really going to get too deep into the archons at this point because, you know, I'll be freestyling, and you know these things need facts. Another question that came up. Where did I see it though? I don't want to take credit for it, but it was a question. I think it could have been Rashad Jamal that spoke on this. Could have been, maybe not though. So hypnosis. So if gnosis is part of the Coptic, I've even forgotten what it's even flipping called, the religion that believes in Sophia and all of that. Anyway, so Gnosis is known to us to be the energy that brings us closer to God. Gnosis, yeah? So what the fuck is hypnosis? What the fuck is hypnosis? So if it's a practice where it brings you closer to God, closer to the divine, what is this hypnosis? And this hypnosis is this magic that we have been, the spells that we have been put under. We're literally under hypnosis. To be hypnotized is to focus on one particular thing at a time. And so hypnosis, I don't know what the hip truly means. Maybe it's that bit where it's focused on one thing at any particular time, so therefore you can't focus on the whole, you're just forever focused on one thing. So see, like something like television can be seen as like hypnosis, because once you're in the TV, you're in the TV and you can't hear nothing, you're picking screaming, husband cussing you and all these things, and you're just sitting there in the television in the soap opera. Like, I've been there in my life, so that's why I use that analogy. It's actually been a thing. So like, yeah, more questions, and there's a lot of questions. I just feel like, did you see the question that I asked for the introduction to this video? I thought it was a bit extra. I just thought it was enough, man. I was just like, really? Is that your fucking title? Really? But they were like, yeah, watch and see what we show you. So I was like, okay. So I asked the question, 666, the mark of the beast, or the covering of the divine. What is it really exactly? Because it's in Revelations, it talks of 666, the mark of the beast. When we think of 666, the first thing we go to is like the darker energy, the darker magic, Satan, all these things. So boom, this is where it comes from. So Saturn is the 6th planet from the sun. It's the 2nd largest planet next to, let's not try to be really extra here because I really don't remember. Could be Pluto, don't know. But Saturn is the 2nd largest planet, and it's the 6th planet from the sun. And as we are in the 666 portal, I feel like Saturn is relevant somehow, some way, somehow. So it represents the archangel Lucifer, or the archon Yaldabaoth. So we can see now that these 2 energies are depicted as the same thing. It says here, the power known as the artisan. This power brings good fortune to those now. Like, even me writing it down, I was just like, rah. But let's see. This power brings good fortune to those associated with corruption, collectives, sacrifices, eugenics, death, desolation, everything artificial, heavy industry, genocide, and death. This entity also assists with poisoning, destruction, maiming, parasitizing, so parasite business, and deceasing. I read this and I was just like, oh my God. Like, holy shit. But on the flip side, it says here that this retrograde will give you a necessary, it will give you the necessary tools to harness your unique gifts and accept your destiny. It was really difficult for me to really sit in this, because it's not a new knowledge that I've had about Saturn, but it's because even Saturn represents Capricorn, is the ruler of Capricorn. Capricorn in tarot represents the devil, so it's not new news to any of us, but it's like, hey Letty, but it definitely is very kind of, yo, you know. And I know a lot of us see Saturn as Big Papa. You know, this is the daddy that we don't want mummy to call. Like, don't call daddy like that, because daddy gonna come and discipline me. Daddy gonna come and put me in my place. Daddy gonna come and put things straight. Remember, it rules discipline. So it says here, a little research from Medusa this afternoon. It says retrograde will give you the necessary tools to harness your unique gifts and accept your destiny. Do not resist. Listen to Big Papa. Main lessons: personal responsibility, accountability, and conquering fears and making your dreams tangible. So yesterday in the 5 aspects of the soul, we spoke about the inner child probably going to be held accountable for some of the little shitty things that they did when they were children, or to not only their siblings and peers, but maybe also to their parents even. And it really made me think, like, oh shit, like the inner child is probably due a little beating. I know some of you would think that was bad. Like, I was beaten as a child and I slapped Kia more than a few times over our process of mother and daughter. I did that. I'm not saying maybe if I had kids now, would I slap them? I don't know. I actually don't know. It depends. It depends. It depends. Did it do any good for anybody? I don't know. I don't know. I felt like my mum should have given me a couple more licks, man, than she did. She stopped slapping me when I was about 6, 7. I feel like she should have carried on a little bit longer, because I probably would have had a little bit more discipline and a little bit more manners and a little bit more respect for her. Maybe, I don't know. Because lack thereof had me whiling. Because I'll be a runner, innit? Like, I'm a track star. So, like, the hand goes up, I'm off. What am I going to stand around for that shit for? But anyway, I digress. So, as I said, I feel like the inner child, remember, this is also karma. So it said, speeds up the process of karma. So just let it do what it do. I'm sure it didn't say that, but that's how I wrote it in the notes. It speeds up the process of karma. This retrograde will do that. So just allow it to do. Oh, I'm getting there with the protons, neutrons, and the electrons. You already know that I'm getting there. That's why I asked the question. Is it the mark of the beast, or is it the covering of the Almighty? I asked the question. That's what I'm asking about the 666. But anyway, just going to stay here with Saturn for a hot minute. It also says that this retrograde that takes place with Saturn, I feel like I'm shouting because I'm excited. It's a fucking pool. So this retrograde that's happening with Saturn, it says that if we can get into some teamwork, if we can get into some unity, if we can get into some teamwork, make the dream work, Saturn's going to be very, very proud of us. Saturn will be proud of us if we get together and work together. Like, you already know that I'm about this thing, about the unity. You know that what I've said in the prayer. So if Saturn is the Archangel Lucifer, or Yaldabaoth, or the Archon Yaldabaoth, and assists with some pretty gruesome shit, and it's in retrograde. What does that actually mean for us? What does that actually mean for us in terms of what we will witness? This retrograde's running clean. It started on the 4th and it's running the 23rd till the 23rd of October, like deep into Scorpio season. And we already know the underworld Wagwan fit. So it's in 25 degrees of Aquarius, and it will move into Capricorn on July the 12th again, and which is the planet that it rules. I feel like it's going to get more intense come to July the 12th then. And as we sit in Aquarius is all about making the world a better place, isn't it? We're in the age of Aquarius, and we're seeing that it's the age of information, it's the age of its uniqueness, you know. So I feel like this retrograde is going to really have us working together in order to make the dream work. And the dream that many of us want is, we want peace, we want balance, we want equality in terms of, you know, distribution of wealth and all these things, you know what I mean? Like, things is peak right now, and a lot of people are talking about the events that happened over there with the jubileeing and all the things, and the hologramming and the things of people that are dead, but they're celebrating their reign anyway. A lot of people are making a lot of noise about how much money was spent, and what a waste of money it was, especially when there's such pressing poverty, global pressing poverty, with everything raising up and many struggling to keep their head above water when it comes to survival at this time. And you're spending 26 million on what? To celebrate who? For what? Like, really and truly. So I feel like again, with this instant karma, I mean, I'm fucking here for it. When was that celebration too? That was on the 2nd, from the 2nd of June, wasn't it? I don't know, because I really didn't tap into any of that shit. I haven't really been outside, so I didn't really get to glimpse over what the news was saying. But one thing I did see when I did actually go out one day was how loud people were cheering, and how loud the roar of the celebration was. And the grandchild or great-grandchild with his hands over his ears because it was so loud. And I was just like, oh, so you lot energy harvesting as normal. You know what I mean? We already know what the fuck you're doing. So, and more. So again, with the 666, Saturn, Lucifer, let's look at it, because the 666 now, we have now learned, it's got nothing to do with the devil. Like, it's got absolutely nothing to do with the devil, and everything to do with the very thing that makes up melanin. So you got your 6 protons, your 6 electrons, your 6 neutrons. It's in everything, and it's in all of us. Because in order for the sperm to penetrate the egg, like, they need the melanin. There's like a melanin explosion as the two of them come together. So every single one of us have got melanin, and this is the very makeup that makes up the nervous system. So we've all got it, but we've all got it in different measures, right? So boom. And it's everywhere. It's in every fucking thing. It's in the trees. It's in the cosmos. What else did I say it was in? And then it protects genes and repairs DNA. This is how powerful this thing is. So is it truly the mark of the beast, or is it the covering of the divine? And, you know, like, y'all can come for me if you want to. I don't really give a fuck, because you already know that I don't. So, like, but when it comes to, like, reproduction right now, people with less melanin are not producing as much as they once did, which is actually... nothing's more expensive than melanin at this point as well, though. Melanin is the highest commodity known to man out here per gram. And we're wondering what the fuck and where the fuck are you getting it from? But like I said, it's everywhere. But boom. So look. So you got people. Let's use an example of an entire family using melanated people to reproduce and to expand their family. We can call them the Kardashians, yeah? They did that. And it's a common thing. I've seen it on TV, but I've also have people that are close to me, white women, who prefer to mate with black men because it will strengthen their their bloodline, and it will help this shit to continue. All this business about I'm shouting because I'm passionate now, we're getting into it. So right, boom. So all this business about abortion and women not having the rights to their body, it's not all women, you know. If you as a black woman wanted to go through and go and have an abortion, you think they'd fucking stop you? They would not stop you. They would actually take the fetus and experiment and do shit with it. What they're trying to prevent is white women from having any more fucking abortions. So this is the thing here, because they're like, listen, we are becoming less and less, and y'all want to be aborting our future. Like, the fuck are you doing? Those are the ones that are with who are mating with each other. What about the ones that ain't? You know what I mean? So it's a problem. It's a problem. It's not everybody's problem, but it's a problem right now. You know what I mean? So you got to remember, like, see what the agenda is. Just really truly see what the fuck is going on here. So boom, I heard my sister say it one day as well. Like, Jazz was saying, like, how are you gonna have every election? I don't know about America like that, yeah, but I do know every time there's a new fucking president, bag of black people go missing, especially women and children. Bag of them go missing. Twos now. We got such a thing called fucking womb transplant, where you can be transgender and have a baby now because you can get a womb. From the fuck where? From the fuck where? So again, I'm going to ask the question, is 666 the mark of the beast or the covering of the divine? What the fuck is it really exactly here now? Questions for yourselves, you know, to research, and I'm going to calm the fuck down. Woo! Yeah, I mean, they've been organ harvesting us for ages, and now they're saying that it's like, because melanin holds so much information, they're using it in computer chips and all of this thing. Can you fucking imagine? God, I want to talk about another archon, the archon that they call the sun. The archangel that is associated with the sun is Archangel Michael. All of the archons, or the what do you call it? Planets are actually archangels. There's very archangels that we pray to. I think Mercury is Archangel Raphael, which is one of the archangels that I really fucks with, especially for healing. Whenever I use Archangel Raphael, I use the sigil of Raphael to work with the energy of that, and it's been pretty powerful. So really and truly, that's why parts of me is just like archons, whatever, like they influence me, and they've influenced me in positive ways. If they've also influenced me in negative ways, I'm not saying that they have. The sun definitely, for me, has not influenced me in a negative way. The sun I bring in again because it's related back to this melanin thing, yeah. Because the sun is why we sun gaze, because the pineal gland is very what do you call it? I guess it's a dominant factor when it comes to melanin, and you'll find that a lot of people with less melanin have calcified pineal glands. And one of the ways that you can decalcify your pineal gland is to sun gaze, to use the sun. And it's not about looking at the sun directly, even though I can look at the sun. But I do wear glasses. So apart from that, the fact that it can fuck up your eyesight, I've looked up at the sun. I feel like my whole fucking life I should be blind by now, the amount of times I've looked up at the sun, but I ain't. And I feel like the sun is food. The sun is fucking food on every level. It's healing, and it makes me feel awesome, especially when it comes to foreign sun. So this sun that I get here in England is not my favourite, but foreign sun, oh Lord. So best time to sun gaze is sunrise and sundown. Best times to sun gaze, but me, I be in the sun 24/7. If it's out, I'm in it. And my skin shines because of it. It's not because of the glow light only. I mean, I'm gonna post you lot the video of me in Zimbabwe, and my skin actually looks like copper, like bronze. That's another thing. That's another thing about melanated people, because they're saying that like we're only copper bronze because the oxygen that they spray into the atmosphere is actually rusting us, where when our natural colours are hues of greens and blues. You see it in Avatar. Do you know what I mean? We're literally, that film was about us. And they're saying that the very thing that feeds us the most, that gives us the most energy, is the two things: the sun and the trees. These are the two things that give us our most nourishment. Like, eating is just a myth. We don't need to eat, but we'll see what that is. What music stopped? The energy just changed. Can we wait? Okay, so we have more of that. Womb of Mother Earth. Let's have that. Let's have that.
In business, without the people, we're nothing.
Okay, let's have that. I've been talking for ages. Oh no, I've been talking for really long. But it's the portal. You know what I'm like with a portal. So I've gone from one thing to the next. So yeah, Mark of the Beast or Covering of the Divine. What is it for you? Because really and truly, I feel like every other thing, that the concept of 666 has been hijacked. You're never going to tell the people who it benefits the most, who just happens to be the most suppressed people on the planet, really what that shit is and how it works for them. You're not going to tell them. So it's better you demonize it. Anything black is bad. You already know what it is. So really, is it the Mark of the Beast or is it the Covering of the Divine? Question for you. Let me see what else it says about this melanin. So I've told you about it's the highest commodity per gram on Earth. It forms the nervous system in every human being. It's a master molecule that steers how the body communicates with its environment. It absorbs all colors. So things like black holes are melanated. Chlorophyll is the melanin of plants. And you know we all want some chlorophyll in our water because it's the way forward. I haven't got into it yet, but I know that I will, and I know that I'm going to love it. I think chlorophyll is the thing that does this photosynthesis, isn't it? Again, works with the sun. Same thing. You can see it's the same fucking thing. So, anyway, so the word melanin comes from the Greek word melos, which means black. So, again, I'm going to ask again, is it the Mark of the Beast or is it the Covering of the Divine? We're going to see. We're going to see. All right, that's all I want to say. Oh, no, wait. The sun still has a little bit more to say. So the sun is Archangel Michael, which was also a favourite of mine. That's dope. What, the chlorophyll, yeah? Archangel Michael's always been a favourite of mine with his big sword. He's always been, for me, a Rasta black man. Just has in a blue suit, tailored. And then also known as Adonis kinship. This entity is said to bring good fortune to those individuals who do not conform to society. Known as the warrior, associated with those who value sovereign individuality. This entity assists with change, peace, spirituality, creativity, and motivation. So, like I said, some people will be like, the archons are evil. The sun ain't fucking evil, clearly. Even Saturn, you know, Saturn just does what it do. It's not a matter of judging what it do, but right about now, it is the Lord of discipline, karma, structure, authority, and it's coming to whip us into accountability and responsibility. You know, are we able to respond? It's not just that word responsibility. Are we, you know, are we doing what we need to do? But are we able to respond to life's triggers, to life's the knowledge right now? Like so much is coming through, and are we able to respond to it? Being able to respond. So yeah, that's what I want to say about that, because I've been saying a lot. It's been long, 90 minutes, 40 minutes just rapping. We ain't pulled a single card. You know, I haven't had any trolls since I've come on here, luckily to them, and because I'm petty. And But I did have one lady came and she was pissed. She said that she was sent over, she was recommended, and I'd spoken for 20 minutes, hadn't pulled one card, ain't stopped talking about myself. That was the worst thing that's ever been said since I've been doing this, and it was true. I couldn't even lie. Like, I did that. But it never stopped the way that I do things. You know that I chat for ages, innit, before I pull a card. Thank you for all of the likes, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My ex was being a bit of a bitch because I felt like it was getting better while I was away. And I just think it's this nasty hard water as well that's here in this country, because the water back home was so lovely. So lovely. Lovely to drink, lovely to wash in. All right. I think this music is called, it's Calm something. And it's Rebirth of Mother Earth. It's her heartbeat. Thank you for listening to me at work. That's dope. All right, so let's go into Wisdom of Avalon. What is this 666 portal? Oh, wait, what the hell are we doing? We don't pray yet. Our Divine Mother and Father who live within us, higher be thy name, our freedom come, your will be done on earth as it is within us. Give us this day our daily breath, and forgive us our trespasses against ourselves and others, as we forgive those who trespass against us and themselves, through all timelines, lifetimes, and levels of consciousness. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the absence of love. For we are the kingdom, we are the power. Divided we are weak, united we are victorious. And to you, the Almighty, we give all of the glory forever and ever. Duanete. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. So it is, and so it will be. Ashe. I call in my ancestors, my guides, my angels, my Orisha, my higher self, my guardians, to come and join with the energy of the collective to give us a clear, precise reading about what this 666 portal energy is for us today. As above, so below. So within, so without. If it's you, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. All right, let's do the cards now. I've got bare cards as well. It's like looking to be here a minute, but it's the 666 portal. I love a portal. It's like going to a party. Really shiny today. Sheesh, sheesh. I stopped using because I only use moon water and vitamin E oil on my skin, yeah, on my face. When I went away, the little container that I took the vitamin E oil in split, so I didn't have any oil. So my mum be using that remember old school, what's it called again? Bio oil. Remember that old school? Yeah, so my mum be using that bio oil. Her skin's amazing. Anyway, she's like 73, her skin's sick. So I was like, oh, I'm getting to know about bio oil. It's nice, yeah, but it just makes my skin super, super greasy. Super, super greasy. Ooh. Yeah, activation of the first eye. All right, let's see Wisdom of Avalon. Can we get, woo! We got 2 cards so far. Love it. Love and the butterfly. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Can we get, yeah, I wanted 2 more. We got the novice and the wasp. I heard that Destiny got a wasp in her reading last week. I was so gassed for it. But the meaning is different here. Meaning's different in this depiction. So we've got love, we've got the butterfly, we've got the novice, and we've got the wasp. So let's pull some clarifiers. How do we book readings with me? Go to mamadtarot@gmail.com for now, until I've got my other teams up. Is that my Savvy? What's up, baby? I missed that. Oh, I was thinking about collecting rainwater as well. It's been raining here as well. And I'm just like, why the hell am I not collecting rainwater? Like, all right. So for love, we've got the 4 of discs. I'm gonna just pull clarifiers for all of them before I go in. I just feel like I just want to read it. I don't want to spend too long. I just want to see what the story looks like outright. Four of Discs is the Four of Pentacles with love. But Aleister Cowley's depiction is so different. Also got Trumps, which I think is a major arcana. And we've got the Five of Wands strife. Ooh. Okay, that's nothing. It's just just explaining parts, how the cards work. The Queen of Discs for the novice. It's the Queen of Pentacles. But it's their depictions, so we're reading all of them. Alright, and then we've got the Prince of Discs for the Wasp. Alright, that's that. If we need any more clarifiers, we can go in. So that's the story so far. Where are my glasses? There. So love, obviously, and it's a 9 as well. And it just so happens that the 9 also breaks down to the 144, which we talk about in Revelations. You know what I mean? Is this 666 the mark of the beast, or is it actually the covering of the divine? And we've got love card. And we've got these big wide steps leading up to love. But we also got the Four of Pentacles that came with that. This is really a labor of love, this journey, this process that we're all going through called ascension. This really is a labor of love that I feel like we have all pre-signed up for. You know what I mean? This ain't no random shit. None of us are doing this randomly. And we are doing it because we so love the world, we so love the divine, so that we have chosen to be vessels to raise the vibration of the planet and raise the vibration and protect this process, because it also needs protecting, because obviously there's a lot of opposition against us. This isn't just like, go right ahead and be sovereign. You just go ahead and do that. You go ahead and be free. It's none of that shit. You know what I mean? It's the whole way. It's opposition, opposition, opposition. But I feel like for those of us that have chosen to be here at this time during this magnificent, monumentous shift in our universe, in our consciousness, and in our evolution, it's been very, very laborious. However, and the Four of Pentacles has come up, and the Four of Pentacles is normally a restriction on, you know, whether it's either a restriction on giving, spending, a restriction on what you want to give to this world. Yeah, boom, let's stick to it. I don't feel like I need to read it right now. Let's come to you with the channeling, yeah? Because I feel like for many of us that have been in this labor of love, when it comes to being in this process, we have been, you know, we've been gung-ho, like, yeah, that's what I'm here to do. 5 years later, yeah, that's what I'm here to do. 5 more years later, wow, is that what I'm here to do? 5 more years later, like, I'm fucking over this. I don't want to do nothing no more. Fuck this shit. I'm just not on it. I'm just not fucking on it no more, bruh. You know what I mean? And I feel like this restriction that we are displaying or demonstrating at this time, when it comes to this process, it's causing us to doubt what it is, like our destiny. You know, when Saturn showed up and said, you know, it's going to force us to fulfill our destinies. You know, I tell no lie. To fulfill our destinies. So this is I feel like this portal, as we enter through it, is urging us to get back on job, to get back into it, man, to get back into the enthusiasm of why we're here and what we're doing. You know, it's been heavy, yes, but the witch is dead. The witch is dead, which signifies that we are free sovereign beings. And right about now, for many of us, it doesn't feel like summer. It's very grey, it's wet, but again, for me, the water is a cleansing. She's purging, man. If daughter Earth is becoming a sacred being, she has to purge all of the parasites that have been on her, she has to heal from all of the rape and the disrespect and the drainage of her resources, yo. As above, so below. As above, so below. I've got a troll in here. It says can die. Can someone how do I get rid of that motherfucker? Because I'm not the fucking one. Do you hear me? After I said about the trolls, fuck you. Anyway, so where was we? The power of discs. The 4 of discs. Let me see. Thank you, Empress Divine Love. Thank you. I need to get like a moderator or something in it. Oh, no, he's back. Your mum. Bitch, your mum. Send me your address and I'll come and find you. So, yeah, where was I? 7 of discs. Four of Cups, sorry. Luxury. So it says here, chest in the suit of water, moon in Cancer, mother. The 4 of Cups stands upon the sea, no longer stable but ruffled. The lotus has a multiple stem. Let's go back to that, just one sentence. No longer stable but ruffled. Many of us are fucking ruffled. Do you know what I mean? We're not as stable as we once thought we was. Wow. The music is clearing pressure. Wow, yo. Calm Whale. That's what it is. It's Calm Whale is the channel, and it's got all kinds of different music, but I think this one is about Mother Earth and a rebirth or something like that. Wow. I don't know how I blocked that person, but this would be the first and the last time, my G, that you come here. If you're a bad man, send me your address. Seriously, message me, mamadtarot@gmail.com. Message me and we can buck up, because I'd love to meet you. See if you're a bad man then, innit? All right. So, the energy of the elements. So this is about bringing into you're not even in this country, are you? Sending me your address is long because your sentences are retarded. Anyway, I'm not gonna focus on this person. Anyway, boom. So it's asking us to look at the energy of the elements, to look at the water element, the mudras. Ooh, the mudras. I'm sure this is another Rashad Jamal gem that he dropped for us, because he was like, because people were asking about hands gestures, especially even this one. This one is always seen as like the devil, right? But in actual fact, the origins come from Buddhism, and this is actually to ward off evil spirits. Oh, no wonder you're a motherfucker. It's cool though. There's no such place as Yugoslavia, by the way. That place is finished. Whatever the fuck you're called now, it's not even Yugoslavia. You don't even know where the fuck you live. Anyway, so yeah, so this symbol has always been seen as like the devil symbol, and it's in actual fact it's to ward off dark energies, evil energies. Same with this, like we think this is the peace sign. This is actually the sign for division. This is the peace sign, togetherness. you know, mudras as well. So the mudras, the elements, so the first finger, the index finger represents water, and then you've got the second finger represents fire. Then we've got the third, the earth, and the fifth, the air. So anytime, and then the fifth element is the ethers. It's all the things. So whenever you're doing an effect like this and you're in meditation, you're actually calling on the energy of the water. So in your meditations, if you do use mudras and your fingers, be sure to bring in all of the elements as you do your manifestations, as you do your meditations at this time, to bring in the balance, to bring back the love, to bring back the energy of love. But you know what? It's not about entertaining my shadow. It's just, you're just gonna see who I am in it, all of me, wherever. If the opportunity is there, then I'm here for it. I have always said that from the beginning. Like, I'm not the one. I'm not the one. Anyway, I am, you know, I love my shadow, and I'm proud of how my shadow moves as and when. Okay, so yeah, the elements. So we talked about it here with the Four of Pentacles coming up with love. There's a there might be an imbalance when it comes to what elements we are using in our meditations, what elements we are using in our manifestations, what elements we are using in our, are we balanced in all of them? You know what I mean? Because some of us may have too much of one thing and not enough of something else. So it's about bringing in the balance in order to maintain the energy of love that we are trying to spread, not only through ourselves, but also through the planet. All right, I don't know how to do that. Hey, Willow. Hey, baby. Next time pops up. Mr. Yugoslavia, pop up again and let me block you quickly. I've just seen how to do it. Do your worst. Anyway, so I feel like once we get into balance and we remember what we're doing here, as tired as we are, as over it as we may feel at this point. Hey, Jake, locally. You can see me in my worst and my best behavior in this video, but I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that. It's better you know all of me in it than you think that I'm something that I'm not. All right, so what was I gonna say? So as we get into balance, into the elements, I feel like this is why we have the butterfly. This is all about transformation. It's not just Pluto that is running up on our transformation. We've got all of them. All I feel like any retrograde will create a transformation. You're welcome, Savannah. I mean, I just be learning it quickly with you. We're learning together, because I literally just saw that very, very quickly over the last few days, over the weekend. Oh, there you are, motherfucker. There you are. Remove. Use it in timeout. Remove. So I've removed you. And what else can I do? I can hide you from this channel. And what else can I do? What else? Report you. Report you. Done that. Okay, so you should be gone now. Thanks, guys. Thank you. All right, thank you. All right, so with the butterfly, the transformation. So now that we've found some level of balance, real quick, just for Willow, because Willow's my girl, man. Oh, Willow, you should see the plant that you gave me. How beautiful, how big it's getting. I'm gonna take a picture and send it to you. Boom. So you got so the thumb is all of the things. It's all of the ethers. Yeah. So the thumb. So when you do this, you're relating your water element to the ethers and all of the things. Fire element, earth element, air element. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. And you know, like I can't do gang signs, but you know, like we be using our fingers, man. We be using our fingers as communication, expression. So it's cool to just have an idea of what it is that you're doing and why. Are we blocking Jake? Oh, it's a shame. Is Jake being an arsehole as well? Man, what a day for it. But it's the 666 portal, man. 666 portal. That's a shame. Why you would waste your time to come and bother good people? Oh, does that mean that I'm on the algorithm now? Man, Jake said I did nothing. Jake, they're sensitive right about now. The vibe is off. Whose vibe is off? Jake's. Oh, we'll just see. We'll just see. You guys, if you feel like I need to ask Blake to leave, I will. Jake, I mean. Can you see the future? And if so, what happens? Whose future? It's a very open-ended question. Whose future are you talking about? And a lot of the time, I can't really see the future. No, I can't see the future. But I can feel the energy. I don't know if that's the same thing, but I can actually feel the energy. But Jake said he's new. So can we just cut Jake a little bit of slack, because we're all very sensitive. Oh no, we're letting him go as well. So I feel like the next time you come up, Jake. But I feel like, you know, I'm one of these people, yeah, you know, oh, thanks for answering. Okay, you know, one of these people, like, you know, everybody doesn't like so-and-so over there, but I won't fuck so-and-so off until so-and-so does me something. Does that make sense? So up until this point, I haven't seen really Jake move too mad. Jake just asked a question. Jake said he's new here. So Jake asked the question, but Jake, if you move mad, you out. That's how it is, and they're sensitive, and they will let you know that. Okay, and it is throwing my energy off a little bit. I guess it's a version of me that y'all haven't really seen, because, like I said right in the beginning, maybe I've called this upon myself because I've said that I don't really get trolls, but here we are, being trolled. It's all right though. It's all right though. It's balance. So I've talked about balancing our energy in love for the highest, greatest good, and what the fuck we're actually doing here. And then the transformation occurs. And like I said, I feel like any retrograde that goes down, there has to be a transformation. Like I said to you before with the Earth, daughter Earth going through her transformation and becoming a sacred space, a sacred planet. And what influence will she have over the Earth? And not only just the Earth, on other planets and other things. Thank you, Lindsay Lou. Happy belated birthday, my love. No, it really is a safe space. So Jake, really, if you want to hang with us, it's not a thing, you know, but don't fucking play the arse, innit? Just don't play up. All right? Okay, so like I said, the butterfly is also a 7, which is about spirituality. So that makes sense when it comes to the fact that we're becoming a sacred space. And like I said, in order for daughter Earth to make this transformation, she has to release all the parasites off her. Hence probably why a lot of us are intolerant to a lot of things that we've been quite happily indulging in for how long. You know what I mean? Whether it be smoking, whether it be certain foods, whether it be you know, certain people, places and things that we are no longer tolerating, or we can't actually stand anymore. Yeah, they are some of the saddest people. I really feel some type of way for them, that they got time for really come on bother good people. It just doesn't make no sense, man. But it's the Saturn retrograde, and it's the portal, and karma is immediate. You know what I mean? So if you're going to be mean to good people, you have to know that there's going to be an instant clapback. And it doesn't matter if you've got a false name on this thing. Saturn knows your name in real life, yo. Okay? So there's that part. And then so with the butterfly, we got are trumps, which I've never seen before. So I guess it's some type of major arcana. Some type of major arcana, and we've come, and remember, we're fucking with Alistair as well, you know. We already know, you know. Let me see if I've got all the extra crystals around, because when I'm fucking with Alistair Crowley, man, it's not a joke. All right, boom. Formerly called Temperance. So that's what this is. Trump card with the butterflies, Temperance, patience. The highest achievement of alchemy was effecting of change, the transmuting of objects, qualities, colors, and so on into their opposites. So when we talk about alchemy, we talk about the elements. You can't do alchemy without the elements. If you look at the magician card in tarot, the magician has got all of the elements. It's got the fire, the water, the earth, and the air, you know. So alchemy is definitely a theme right about now, and the butterfly transformation has got a lot to do with this alchemy and the effects of what happens once you go through this alchemy. I mean, because Saturn is Big Papa. And you know what, funny enough, when I was saying it all day, I was just like, I should play some Biggie, but I don't want them to restrict my money on this thing. So I just said, all right, child, I won't play no Biggie. But really and truly, the Ascended Master probably needs to get a playlist during the Saturn, hey Tom from Ipswich, Suffolk. Don't come here with no smoke, please, if you're new. Hey Tarara Bomtier. Biggie is a legend. Biggie's an Ascended Master. Biggie is one of my angels. Trust and believe that. Where was we? So thus, in this card, the red lion has become white and the white eagle has become red. You want to see the imagery? You want to see it? I hope it don't scare the shit out of you. I hope not. But you know, you got to be just as comfortable in the dark as you are in the light. You already know. Told you lot. Come white and red. In the main figure, the black and white personages, which were the lovers in the previous card, are now interchanged and fused into an androgynous figure. So they're saying that the masculine and the feminine energy at this point has come together through alchemy, through the transformation, and has become an androgynous figure. The fuck you mean? Like, this is real life shit, because I feel like this is the time that we're heading into. I was talking to some of my gay friends about I got a lot of my gay friends and closest to me, I feel like are not really about this pride kind of thing, and the month. I mean, I'm talking about Gay Pride Month and all of the celebrations and the things that go on with Dessa. And I was asking them why. Like, I was like, right, like, you're one of the most least gay people I know. Like, why go on for that? And they were like, yeah, like, why would I want to be involved in something where we're asking for equality, and then, hey Hulk, I hope you ain't come to play no games out here. I'm in the mood. So why would I be involved in something that we're looking for equality, and as soon as we get what we're asking for, we separate ourselves, give ourselves a whole month to be separate from everybody else. This person was like, fuck that shit. I don't want no part of that shit. And I was like, wow, like, I never even saw it like that. Like, that's a thing. And she just kept going on. She kept going on about why she's not into the separation. And then obviously a lot of people think I'm gay in it because I've got hey Mr. Turkey, I've got a wife, you know, but I've also got a child with a man, and I like dick, and you know, all of the things. But at the same time, I really do feel love is love. And I feel like you shouldn't have a label on love. Love should just be that, and it shouldn't matter who and what, like how it works. Apart from paedophilia, that's fucking fucked up. But I'm not really here for that. But you know, love is love, and we shouldn't have to put labels. Like, we got labels. Like, if I'm a woman and I love a woman, there's a label for me. But if I'm a black woman that loves a white man, why isn't there a label for me? Like, what are we doing here? Are we labels or not? Like, me personally, no, I'm not a fucking label. And that's another thing as well, the androgyny. Like, I feel like there would be less confusion if people understood fundamentally that we are masculine and feminine. We are both energies, and that we shouldn't have to conform to any particular indoctrination about how we express that. You know what I mean? Like, I've been man them for the last 2 weeks. I think this is the first dress I've put on, I think, in a minute. Like, I've just been man them. I've been very comfortable in it. And today I just thought, let me put on a dress. Fuck it. Like, that's how I'm feeling. So let me put on a fucking dress. And I shouldn't be shocked if man them want to put on a fucking dress. Because if you want to put on a dress, that's your business. Tabitha Brown. That's your business. Why is it my business how you choose to express yourself and what the fuck you choose to wear? It's your business. You know what I mean? Like, centuries ago, not even centuries ago, like, you'll go to certain countries and you'll find that men don't really wear trousers because it's too fucking hot. Balls will get fucking swollen in the trousers, so they're in dashiki and, you know, something loose and something comfortable. Some would call it a fucking dress. You know what I mean? It's just what we called it. Why it's not a dress? Oh, it's a dashiki, or it's a, you know what I mean, kaftan, or whatever the fuck. But it's a dress. So, you know, like, we need to get over this shit. This is part of our transformation in these portals, man, because I'm fucking tired of it. I know what you're saying. Why is man them trousers? It's confusing. It really, really is. Yeah, rest in peace, Tupac. We love Tupac. But it's confusing, you know, as to what is what, and, you know, certain colours assigned to certain genders. That's stupid to me, man. That's fucking stupid to me. So it always has been since I've been a youth. And since I've been a youth, I've been attracted to men just as much as I've been attracted to women. But I'm telling you this, I ain't gonna put no label on myself. Love is fucking love. I'm in love with whatever the fuck I'm in love with at any particular fucking time. Someone wanna call me bisexual or whatever the fuck, but I'm not having it. I'm just not having none of that shit. I am Mandisa, I have a vagina, and I like whoever the fuck I like at any particular time, okay? That's it. So that transformation into androgyny is definitely going to be a thing. I feel like we're going to let go of a lot of the labels. We're part of the problem because we give the labels, we carry the labels. What are your pronouns and all of the fuckeries? Like, what are we doing at this point? Do you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck are we really actually doing? Like, you can come for me, you can call me whatever fucking name you want to call me. It's just my opinion, that's all it is. If you don't like it, jog off. So, where was we? So the lovers have interchanged and fused into androgynous figures. This is the consummation of the royal marriage. The rainbow symbolizes, look at that, because you know what the rainbow also symbolizes out here? Just what we was just talking about. So the rainbow symbolizes another stage in the alchemical, you know what word I'm saying, innit? Process by the aura of many colored lights rising out of putrefaction. Putrefaction itself is shown by the raven perched on a skull on the cauldron. And the skull, as we know, is representative of Gnosis, you know, your crown chakra, closer to the divine. So there's that part. And cauldrons are normally associated with witchcraft, as you know. This consummation of the whole art of alchemy is proclaimed in the glory with its inscription, Visista int. I don't really want to say any of it because I don't know what I'm saying exactly, so I don't really want to speak Latin here. But translation, it says, visit the interior part of the earth. By rectification, thou shalt find the hidden. So I've got mucus. Find the hidden stone. So it says the interior, which is inside of the earth. By rectification, thou shalt find the hidden stone. And people are talking again about inner earth. They're talking a lot about where a lot of these elements went to, the elementals went to, should I say. Things like the fairies, the giants, the leprechauns originally pygmies, and you know what I'm saying? So all of these mythical creatures, unicorns and all of the things, it is said that these creatures are all in inner earth. They never really went anywhere. They never went. They actually do all exist, and they actually went into inner earth. So there's that part. Let's have a look. So once you see that there's all these other species and other elements and things, now what do you call yourself? What are you going to identify as? Like, what are we doing? I think I've already done have I done a video on the chakras, you lot? I think I did, you know. I think I did. I think there is. I think it's about the. Maybe I didn't. Hypno is sleep. Thank you. So hypno is sleep. Brings you closer to God. Hypnosis. So you're asleep while you're in gnosis, coming closer to God. Is that the thing? We're still going to dissect that because it's still questions. I'm still asking the questions. So what were we talking about? We were talking about the creatures that live in inner earth. So the counsel to visit the interior of the earth is a recapitulation on a higher plane of the first formula of the work. Don't really understand what I just said there. The important word of rectificando, it implies the right leading the new living substances in the path of the true will. So we actually asked, what the hell influence is Earth going to have on whom and what? And it seems that it's going to lead us into a completely new way of thinking, a completely new, just exactly what I said, you know. I just love just being love. And because then what's going to happen when all the other species pop up? What if you fall in love with a giant or a fairy or a leprechaun? I'm not even laughing like it's joke, like for real. Like what if you do that? Then what are you going to identify as? You know what I mean? Like, but you've heard of the mythical creatures in stories falling in love with earthly creatures. Thank you to Rara Bontier for the donation, girl. Thank you. So you've heard of the mythical creatures falling in love with, you know, mortal men and things like that. And you know, you've heard it before. Like, it's not like it ain't happened. So what if that shit ever happened to you? It's going to cause a bag of conflict, because we also got the 5 of blocking getting closer to God. It's true. Oh, look at you lot. I love you lot. Oh, wait. What's this? Best adult dating. Let's remove. Let's report. Rah, the trolls are coming in today. Innit? Y'all are coming true. Wow. More. Wow. Okay, no, it's with hidden. I don't know, because I do know. I'm not going to lie to you. I know people with fairy blood. I know people who have got fairy ancestors and they just look like me and you. Just bigger. They're just bigger than fairies. Like, so I'm just saying. I know it's far-fetched, but it's the portal, and you know I go all the way to the left. I don't give a fuck. So, but with that being said, we've got the 5 of Wands, which brings in, it says strife. You know, so there's going to be a conflict. There's going to be conflict. There's going to be resistance. Thank you. I don't know if that's a good thing that I'm in the algorithm now. I mean, it must be a good thing, right? So, yeah. When it comes to this transformation, losing parts of ourselves, losing certain thought patterns, losing certain paradigms of how things should be or could be or whatever, and we're looking at something completely different, androgynous, that doesn't have any labels attached to it. How do we move then as human beings? How do we move then? We've been talking a lot about sleep, innit? Because we've been talking about dreaming and tapping into other dimensions. Everything all at once. Everything everywhere all at once. The movie. I'm telling you guys, get into it. So, and also Doctor Strange, the second movie, something, the multiverse of madness and that shit. Like, get into it. And then we can come back and have deeper discussions about sleep and other dimensions and stuff. But you know, that's really my vibe, man. That's the thing that I love the most. So if we are having to embrace new paradigms where we do release labels, once you release the label of who you say you are, who are you now? Who are you now? Because your avatar says you are one thing. But then in the cosmos, you're all the things. Who are you now? I don't know what this is. It's too deep for me. It's very deep for me too. Like, I'm just like, really? God, my God. You're still magical. Yes, Tarara Bumtier, 11:11. It was just 11:11 because it's 11:12 now when I was asking those questions. These are questions that we need to ask. And then we become the novice. Because once you come out of what you think you know, you come into a new space of knowing absolutely fucking nothing. And that, what does it say with the novice? It says innocence, beginner, ignorance, new skills without practice, unstable curiosity, 5. Everything, all of the questions that we're asking, some of the questions that you're going to be coming up with have never been asked before. And the research that you'll be doing in order to find the answers to those questions are going to take you to places that you've never ever been before. Thank you, Yvette. That made me laugh. Oh, God. It's true. Most of the gods were androgynous, though. You know what I mean? I don't think any of them would have labeled themselves as anything else, my G's. So where did we get into that? Okay. Hypnosis, putting to sleep the pineal gland. Wow. Wow. I mean, I like that we're exploring this shit together. I love that, guys. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so with that, we got the Queen of Discs with the novice. Let's see what the Queen of Discs is saying her. We're going to still be here for a minute. Thank you for rocking with me. I am that I am. Done no. Discs. This is really the smallest book known to man. It's so tiny. So give me a minute, innit? I can't see already. So finding what I'm looking for is long for man. Okay? God, what is this? Queen of Discs. So where's the court cards? Are they separate? Huh? No, it shouldn't be. 9, 10, Knight, Queen. Okay, boom. Rules 20 degrees Sagittarius and 20 degrees Capricorn equals watery parts of Earth or fertility. She is throned with, amid vegetation and crowned with the spiral horn of the Markor. So I feel like, you know, we're getting back to basics because really it's back to nature. And nature's androgynous. You know what I mean? The plants are androgynous. The trees are not he, she. They do what they do. They do what they do. And I feel like humanity, the evolution of humanity is going to be in a space whereby we don't have any labels. We move like nature. Yeah, I know the animals do have, but some of the insects don't have shit. I've never heard of the human design chat, my love. But I will chart. I mean, I will look into that. I will look into that because you lot are here to teach me too. So thank you. I appreciate y'all. So it says her scepter is surmounted by a cube, and she holds her proper disc, a sphere of circles and loops. She typifies ambition of matter to take part in the work of creation. Boom. Wow, Jack, you're mean. There's just no need for it, really. Isn't it, Jack? You just come here to... wow. That was very fucking mean. But it's okay. It's okay, because you gone now. You gone now. Valencia said, have mercy. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, because somebody said that I'm in the algorithm now. It's meant to be a good thing, right? So I'm in the algorithm now. In the 666 portal. I ain't mad. Alright, boom. So it says the last bit, it says she typifies ambition of matter, which we know that matter we use to create, and to take part in the work of creation. So the novice, those of us that know nothing, and those of us that are just coming into some new way of being, new knowledge, we're here to create. We're here to create this new world. Because there's a lot of speak about it. This is part of the excitement of the ascension process, is that we ascend, our consciousness becomes high enough to get the fuck up and out of here. But we actually don't know how that looks, what that means, and where it is exactly that we're going. We don't. But we have our hope and vision, and we have our faith that this is going to be a better space than where we have presently resided thus far. And then we got the wasp. We're going to read the wasp. If I can find the book. Is this going on for a long thing, you lot? Sorry. Because I think it's because I came on late as well. I had so much notes. This is a 21, it's a 3, it's sacred. Come on, let's get into it. Power of 3. Let's get into it. To stretch out my leg then. Oh my God. Okay, the wasp has a stinger that hurts with poison when confronted. Be mindful of how you address the world when the wasp appears on your path. If you're not careful, you may sting or be stung. The wasp reminds you that pain is a choice, so don't waste your stinger on a petty quarrel. I don't think I wasted my stinger on the trolls, because that wasn't really my stinger. I didn't really go in. I could have done. Are you jealous or envious, or the victim of someone who is? Jealousy and envy are the children of fear and lack. Send love. Guys, send love. Light and compassion, and stay clear of the sting. Mind your own business today and save it for a life and death situation. Some of you are petty. Come on, guys. Chances are that whatever comes up today is smaller than you perceive it to be in the grand scheme of things. On the other hand, when you feel the sting of a wasp, be smart and swat it away. Defend yourself. The wasp sends an omen of warning to protect yourself as well. So that's also what the trolls were letting us know, that we are not going to be able to do this part of it. It's not going to be peaceful. You know what I mean? You're going to have... How are you able to respond? Are you able to respond? How are you choosing to respond? So this leg of the journey is much more to do with how do you work through, around and over the lower vibrational stimuli that may be coming towards you as you try to raise your vibrations, as you try to use alchemy, as you try to come into a different mindset of what things look like and how they should be in your world. You know what I mean? Like, if you're going to come with your androgynous energy and talk about there is no this and there is no that, I think that's more floating over to the labels, babes, guys. Some of them are over my head. I forget, or not over my head, I forget. What do they call? Non-binary. This is coming towards... I know, she told me I wasn't ready for her reading because I came in and it was just like, no, I don't want this message, thank you very much. I was resistant, but she was like, nah baby, you got to go in and watch the last 10 minutes when the wasp came in. So I still have to go and do that. But yeah, when she said that, I was like, maybe this time last year I had some wasp energy around as well. So it was I was glad it came back up so that I could also see what that means. But I also think that the wasp bee energy is also the Christ-like energy that comes, the Christ-like consciousness that comes through these creatures as well. So just perspective, isn't it? But yeah, so I feel like the warning for us right now is to just be aware of how much the opposition is going to be on us, and also that we ourselves can be the opposition if we are out of balance, if we are not in alignment with the elements and the true essence of what it means to be part of everything and everything part of us. So yeah, and then with that as a clarifier, we've got the Prince of Pentacles, pure Pentacle energy, pure earth energy, but we're dealing with the earth's transformation, isn't it? So that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Prince of Discs. Prince of Discs. Here's the image. Prince of Discs. Aries, 20 rules 20%, 20 degrees Aries, 20 degrees Taurus, airy part of Earth, or the Florences, or the fructification of the elements, of the element. He is seated in a chariot drawn by a bull. His helmet is crowned. Remember what I told you about being in the chariot yesterday in yesterday's reading, and I told you about how fast the chariot moves and how it is up to you to be in control of how and where that very fast moving object goes. That's down to you. You know what I mean? So you, again, with Saturn's gonna beat discipline into your bumper clot if you don't exude that yourself. So go away. I'm in the guy. If you don't like it, just keep it pushing, innit? Like I'm in the algorithm now. I can't help if the team come up on your team. Just don't entertain it. Just come out, innit? Like, are you able to respond? Just move on, my G. Shit. His helmet is crowned by a bull and holds a disc resembling a globe and marked with mathematical symbols. There you go. So he's holding the world in his hands. Got the whole world in his hands. And as we continue in this process of ascension, we too have this world in our hands that we are responsible for. And that's including the micro version of the world, which is you. You know what I mean? And how are you going to allow your transformation to really go down, take place? Do you have control of where it's going and how fast? In his other hand, he carries a scepter surmounted by a cross. The card symbolizes the function of bringing forth from the earth the vegetation, which is the substance of the spirit itself. Thank you, 6-6 portal. Thank you. We haven't finished. I feel, you guys still okay with me? This is the I feel like this is the longest reading ever. Definitely want to pull from, yeah, but I don't, I've spoken about that. My G's, you lot are so sweet and kind. Thank you. Because we need a bit more of that in it, even if people are a bit mean to us. So we got a 6 as well. We got a 4. Together is a 10. First, we got self-confidence. You have to believe in your own source. You have to be confident in how you move forward at this point. It says strong self-belief and a sense of worth. You have to believe that you've been... you've put yourself here at this time in order to be a part of this process, and you should be confident in that and know your worth. Don't let where are you from? Me, I'm from Zimbabwe and Malawi. Proud. Anyway, so strong self-belief and a sense of worth, guys. We really need to believe in our sources. A 6. We're in the portal. And then you got prosperity, which is a 4. Together it's a 10. A prosperous business with riches and success. So anything that you're diving into at this point, anything that you're launching or you're putting out there for the world, yes. So yes. Oh, Jake, you spoiled it. Oh, you spoiled it, Jake. I was fucking with you for a hot minute. And now look at you. Showing your whole ass. Man. Oh, man. Jake, I was riding for you, man. You was on your best behaviour for a hot minute. And then you just fucked it up. Look at you. I know, because part of me wants to be a stand-up comedian. I really do. So if you're actually laughing, if you're here and you hate it, but you're laughing, my job is done. My job is done. Just tired. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm tired too. I'm tired too. So we got 2 cards. We got the Traveller, which is you move in a new direction. This is you moving through what you thought you knew and coming to some new perspectives, some new revelations for yourself. And then you got the mountains. Stand your ground. Look at this. As above, so below. You can only see a little bit of the mountain. It's only the rest of it's subdued under something, because that's a reflection of it. So like stand your ground. Like, it's back to this confidence, self-confidence, self-belief, and a sense of worth. You know, this is what this portal is really pulling and driving us all to. You know what I mean? We've got to start believing in the questions that we're asking, and having faith that the reason why we're asking them is because the answers need to be revealed in order to help elevate us even further up and out of this bitch. All right, oop. But I didn't really like your energy, babe, so I'm just gonna remove you so that you can't come back. Okay? Because you were being a bit of an arsehole. So anyway, that's your 6-6 portal reading, if that made any sense. That's like, it's going on for the longest time, and I'm sure Destiny's, either if she's not on yet, she's going to be on any minute now. So I'm just going to get in the mood for that and go and check my sister. And I love you guys for sticking with me for so long. This was a long ass reading, but I feel like every moment of it was necessary. I'm looking to make sure that I pulled all the cards that I wanted to pull. I did indeed. So I just want to thank you for the donation, my love. And oh, she's already on, so I'm off. See you in a minute. See you lot over there. Bye. Love you.